Good morning, how are you? John Travolta look, huh? Maybe we'll do some dancing later on, some Saturday Night Fever, Grease maybe. But hopefully again, it's the young, good-looking John Travolta, not maybe like the older, kind of heavier one. How are you? Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here with all of you today. And I want to take the opportunity to talk about Oracle's overall strategy, our vision, really explain who we are as a company, what we do, why it matters, and why Oracle for cloud. So when we start talking about cloud, you have to start talking about this incredible transformation that we're all experiencing today. I mean, cloud really is changing everything. It's changing how businesses run. It's changing how people work. It's creating new categories and technologies, and it's disrupting existing categories. It's happening at an incredible speed, and it's here today. The benefits of cloud are so powerful that it's an irrefutable outcome. So for IT leaders, the challenge has been, how do I find a solution that meets my needs today while preserves all my existing investments? One that provides choices for the future while protects my present. So how do we get there? Well, with like any journey, it starts from where we stand today. I like to start with one single number, 6%. Do you know what this number represents? It is actually the number of workloads that are running in public cloud today. So it's early, but it's going to happen fast. So we have to think uniquely about those workloads that haven't shifted, those enterprise, mission-critical workloads that cannot compromise as they move to cloud. Now, when we think about these workloads today, where do they run? It's not on AWS. It's not on Azure. They're running on Oracle today. And so we have an incredible opportunity to move our customers together to the cloud. Now, when we think about that move to cloud, what's required? So Oracle had the foresight around the future of cloud to deliver the right solution at the right time. While other vendors provided a single stepping stone, Oracle built a bridge, not for short-term gain, but for the long-term enablement of our customers. We understand this. We've been on these journeys with our customers before. We understand this because we're going through this journey ourselves. We're 150,000 people, and Oracle is transforming to the cloud itself. We get this. We understand a thing or two about transitions. And so when we look at what's required, it really is about having a platform and a path. Everything we do is tethered to this fundamental concept of platform. Enterprises adopt platform, customers shift to platform, developers create, develop, and code on platform. There's usage, and then there's real adoption. And we believe a platform is what is needed. So now when we look at our platform, what did we build? We built a complete, open, and secure platform, one that spans all layers of cloud and provides choice and access to innovation for all. It's not just large enterprise customers. Everybody today now with cloud can enjoy our technology solutions. And it's about delivering a cloud without compromise. So those 94%, those 95% of the workloads that haven't shifted to cloud yet, they can't compromise security. They can't compromise manageability. You can't compromise visibility. There's things you cannot compromise as you move to cloud. You have to have the same expectations when you move to cloud is what you're delivering on-premise today. And that's where Oracle can come in. And it's not just about the platform. It's about a thoughtful path to how we migrate our customers to cloud. It's about supporting all stages of the journey. There is not a single journey to cloud. There's multiple unique journeys to cloud. And not every journey is the same. So how do we create a personalized path for each one of our customers or environments or applications, what have you? So when we think about enabling the journey, it's from any starting point. It could be from a hardware starting point. It could be from an application starting point. It could be from a production starting point or an application development starting point. It's about supporting new cloud, private cloud, and connecting those together. It's about supporting all workloads, all developers, and all types of data. It's about connecting all of your applications across business practices. And it's about going beyond just migrating. How do I architect? How do I help migrate? How do I help run and manage? Again, when we think about these complex workloads that still need to move to the cloud, we've talked about it today, it requires a set of services and solutions to help move to cloud. You know, when you look at Oracle over the last 4 decades, you know, we've been there with you through every major technology transition, from mainframe to client server to the rise of the internet to mobile to cloud, and whatever comes next. We always know there's something next. But through every single one of those major transitions, we've been there. We understand transitions. You know, Oracle started out as a little company 40 years ago with a big idea. We thought that companies that set out to change the world should stand for something, have a foundational belief. And ours was that the foundation of information technology was actually managing the information. And while the words and terminology may have changed modestly over time, this is really still the simplest expression of what we do. And we're still on that same journey when, if you look at us over 40 years, it's about connecting businesses and people to information so they can innovate, so they can drive experiences, so they can engage in new ways, create new revenue opportunities, do breakthroughs. This is what we're about for all of our customers. It forms our culture, what we do, what we say, the solutions we deliver, and it also drives how we do it. We believe that customers should not spend time selling the information. We should spend time taking advantage of it. We need to shift from this paradigm of spending 80% of our money on maintaining our infrastructure and only 20% on innovating, and flip that around so we can put the majority of our spend, 80, 90% on innovating. So we believe it's our responsibility to architect the tools and do the work so you can focus on what matters the most, whether that's driving innovation, whether that's creating new technologies, whether that's engaging with your employees. You focus on what matters the most to your business and let us do the work of technology and solution integration for you. And when we look at Oracle Cloud, it is really the ultimate expression of that integration. Today, we're providing an integrated cloud platform that provides unprecedented ability to take meaningful steps towards genuine business transformation, spanning all layers of cloud, IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. And I want to talk about each one of these layers and how important it is that you have a vendor that can pull all of these pieces together for you. SaaS applications is about unlocking business value and providing and enabling performance. It's about allowing businesses and people to be more connected, more engaged, more informed. When we look at the suite of solutions, they span every major technology business practice, from supply chain to ERP, to the modern HR tools we use to build our teams, to the marketing, the sales, and the service. You know, best in class at each one of the products, but then the most comprehensive suite for businesses, spanning all of them, and being able to uniquely integrate across them. You know, this is really important for me. My background is a chief marketing officer, and to me, to be able to connect my marketing data, my sales data, my service and support data, augment it with external data, was critical to really understanding my customers. Having a solution that could pull all that together for me was of great value. So when you look at SaaS, it is about shifting engagement models from systems and devices to people. It allows us to increase employee performance by making them more informed and engaged. It's about building brand preference in the market. It's about delivering thousands of unique, personalized experiences across all channels. And it's about insights and operational efficiencies so we can understand the business and take real action. So when we look at what's new, there were several incredible announcements at Open World. One of the key ones is we talked about intelligent applications. This is taking some of the core assets that Oracle has around our data cloud, where we track 5 billion consumer profiles and 400 million business profiles, and taking that data and integrating it into your marketing, your HR, your ERP systems, and doing it in a very unique way. For HR Cloud, we introduced new help desks. For CX Cloud, we introduced the ability for the same representations, like our Oracle Digital, to handle inbound as well as outbound responsibility. EPM Cloud for financial consolidation and closed, and IoT-enabled applications. And we're having great success in the market. Pandora is a born digital company. They were looking to have a better way to unify their financials to better support their 125 million customers that run in the cloud. And they used our ERP to modernize their systems and get real-time views into their data. So a great example of a customer using our solutions. Now with PaaS, we see that intersection to connect, enrich, extend, and secure these applications with the platform to be able to do so. And that's where the PaaS, or the platform as a service, comes in. And again, we have the industry's broadest suite of solutions. This is core to Oracle's DNA. This is the database, the data management, the application development, the integration, the analytics, so we can get rich insights into data. How do we secure the data? How do we provide identity access management, content, big data, the broadest offerings across all major categories. Same capabilities that are on premises today exist in the cloud, and we've done all the work to automate. So on-prem, I can take 700 steps to set up a database, or I can do it in less than 20 clicks with the cloud. That allows you to focus more on business outcomes and less on administration. So when we look at PaaS, it is about accelerating innovation. It is about enriching and connecting applications. It is integrating across private cloud, public cloud, or multiple public clouds. It's about enabling secure access, unlocking real-time insights, and answering questions we couldn't have answered before through analytics. And it's about managing the environment as well. What's new? We had some really exciting announcements at Open World across data management with the release of Oracle 12c Release 2. We launched an Exadata Express service, which allows for an entry point of less than $200 a month to the world's leading enterprise database feature set. Enhancements around big data discovery, application development, and machine learning, virtual assistant chatbots that can translate natural language into intelligent action. Management cloud that can use machine learning to drive intelligence. So Oracle continues to innovate in all of these key areas. Another great example of a PaaS customer was Avaya. They actually manage 20,000 partners on a global basis, and it rely on 80% of the revenue for that. They were customizing every single application for the partners, and they decided to use Oracle's cloud platform sales partner solution, and then they augmented it with Java Cloud Service. And they're already seeing a 30% reduction in cost. So 2 layers of the cloud. We talked about the importance of infrastructure as a service. This is foundational to building cloud, the core infrastructure components that support PaaS and SaaS. We have some really exciting announcements around this area. Again, offering best-in-class solutions spanning storage, networking, and compute. A broad range of offerings to support diverse workloads. We understand that not all databases are built the same. Some are commodity and have certain requirements. Some of them are enterprise and have other requirements as well. So we have to provide customers choice. So how do we differentiate? It's about being able to simply migrate all workloads. It's about being able to lift and shift virtualized workloads. It's about deployment choice and portability, for moving from on-prem to in the cloud. It's about predictable, consistent performance. You ask for a core, you get a core. It's about business grade and secure data preservation. We'll talk about some customer examples there. And it's about enterprise grade. Again, a cloud without compromise. How do I support all workloads? How do I get visibility into what's happening in my environment? Today, we have Amazon that's getting deployed in different departments within a company, right? The CIO, the CEO does not have visibility across all those departments in terms of the spend. We are actually getting click-through agreements where users are clicking on agreements and are obligating the company to certain issues. So we need to be able to look at that and provide a level of support and visibility that enterprises require. That's what those 90% of workloads require, that kind of visibility. When we look at what's new with respect to IaaS, bare metal cloud services, the industry's fastest, most scalable, and secure cloud platform. Revelo cloud service that allows us to lift and shift virtual machines without any rewriting of the application. And a container cloud service where you can lift and shift and move Docker containers for development. Very cool case study, Tippett Studios. They actually leveraged our secure storage archive data in the cloud. This is actually, they worked on the last Star Wars Force Awakens movie. And again, they have users across the globe, and they wanted central access to their large storage files. And they actually found with Oracle a 10x cost reduction versus Amazon, as well as increased performance. So leading edge companies that are deploying our technology today and choosing Oracle over Amazon and others. And then finally, foundational to all of this is our infrastructure. These core systems, engineered systems platform. Broadest set of servers, engineered systems, and storage. We talked about, do you have a cloud insurance policy? It's the same equivalent to our cloud solutions. It's the same technology on premises as in public cloud. So we allow for the simplified migration from public cloud to private cloud. Another great customer example, T-Mobile, where they actually span all layers of the cloud. They use our applications for financial. They use a cloud platform for compute as well as for Java. And they actually use our systems product, Exadata, and storage. They were looking to roll out 50 million new leasing programs to potential customers, and they chose our solutions over Amazon, SAP, IBM, and others. And again, this is the value of having all three layers of the stack. Nobody else could have done this. And so when you look at all the layers, this is what we offer. Solutions for every category, from applications to platform, to the foundational infrastructure services. We can uniquely offer all these pieces together. And when you look at it and add these together, the equation is different. It really is about being greater than the sum of the parts. When technology can be unified to deliver real solutions, when applications can be extended and enriched to meet our needs, when data from various sources can be aggregated to give real insights, and when we can work seamlessly together from any location across any device, then you have a really powerful differentiated solution. And this is how Oracle differentiates itself. And I want to talk about some of those key themes with respect to differentiation. There's 4 that I want to talk with you about today. First is being complete, open, secure, and finally providing choice. So when we look at complete, it is about a solution that spans all layers of cloud and having every layer integrated. Being able to base this on our foundational infrastructure platforms so we can bridge private and public cloud. It's about reducing complexity. Think about cloud today. I have my AWS, I have my Azure, I have my Salesforce, I have my Marketo, I have Adobe, I have SAP, it's like, cloud was supposed to be easy. We're starting to run right into the same problems we were moving to cloud to get away from. I think Oracle can uniquely bring those pieces together. From an open perspective, and we'll talk about the competitors, this is an open, standards-based platform, supporting all workloads, all applications, all languages, Linux, Windows, as well as Oracle, for everyone to build on. And it's integrated with our applications, as well as having pre-built connectors for the ecosystem. Security is obviously critically important. We actually see Oracle security as being an enabler to moving to cloud. Oftentimes, customers are saying, your cloud is going to be more secure than what I can do. Think again about all the different security pieces you have on premises, having to patch all those, maintain all those. It gets to be very complex versus leveraging our secure cloud, where we provide protection at every layer, physical data center access, encryption of data at rest as well as in motion, application access, privileged user controls, masking and redacting of sensitive data, and identity management. So a comprehensive security solution so we can be the trusted cloud provider for all of our customers. And then finally, choice. You know, if I go to AWS, you have one choice, move to cloud. I can't connect it back to anything else for you. There's different deployment models. These have to fit together. Private, public, cloud at customer with the Oracle Cloud Machine, hybrid. We can actually let people leverage the same skill sets they have today as they move to cloud. And we provide migration and adoption paths for every entry point. And I'll illustrate these journeys to cloud in a moment. So when we talk about deployment choice, again, it's important that you have a solution that can span both types. Again, a solution that allows me to bridge to cloud while preserves all the investments I've made and continue to make on premises. It allows me to move workloads between. I might do application development in the cloud, but I may want to run it in production on-prem. And then with the cloud machine, we're now able to deliver public cloud subscription-based services and have them live safely behind the customer's firewall. So again, a great way that Oracle's investing and innovating to enable subscription-based cloud consumption in every type of deployment scenario. So now I realize we don't live in this world alone. And I like to talk about how we view ourselves and our differentiations with respect to our competitors. Well, let's talk about Amazon. When we think about complete cloud, it is not a complete cloud. About 85% of their revenue is commodity infrastructure as a service. Limited PaaS, no native app dev, no integration, limited SaaS offering, no SaaS offering, no single vendor accountability. I might shift an Oracle workload onto cloud, then I have to work with AWS and I have to work with Oracle. So they don't provide support for Microsoft or Oracle, bring your own license to cloud. No bare metal service offerings. And self-service means you're on your own. You know? That might work for the small percentage of workloads that have moved to cloud. But for those 90% enterprise workloads that need to move to cloud, you need to be able to offer something better than that. No hybrid. Again, it is public cloud only. So if I deploy something there, it is completely isolated and disconnected from what I have on-prem. Lacks native lift and shift. It's a one-way street. I can move to AWS. I have a really hard time moving off. It'll get really expensive if you want to. No single pane of glass for hardware for hybrid management. You need to go to somebody else to help you manage that environment. With Oracle, we can do all that for you. Limited enterprise capabilities. They're not optimized for running our databases. No things like rack support. Their Redshift and Aurora are actually not open. They're proprietary databases that are incompatible with Oracle, IBM, Microsoft, and other databases. They're missing key features we launched over 20 years ago. Table partitioning, data mining, parallel SQL, table indexing. And this is interesting. We saw the timeline from Hiro-san. They've been doing this for 10 plus years, have 70 services, and only 5 of them have published SLAs. Again, that does not cut it for the enterprise. And we also just have a superior platform. You know, over 11 times faster in compute, over 105 times faster with respect to analytics, 35 times faster for OLTP. And it's faster as well as cheaper. So I can be 11 times faster and I'm still 20% cheaper. Lower database cost, 1/7 the price in terms of archive storage. So think about the decision people are making. I'm going to rewrite my application. I'm going to move it to cloud. I'm going to pay more for slower performance. And I get locked in because I can't move it. I can run Oracle Database on Oracle Cloud. I can run Oracle Database on Amazon. We don't want you to do that. I can run Oracle Database on Azure. I can run AWS on AWS. That's it. So you move there, you get locked in. then when they want to come and triple the price you pay, you have two options. You pay it, or you stop running that application. So think about that lock-in. Azure, the story's not better. It's an incomplete cloud. Simple software tools, limited PaaS for SaaS, incomplete IaaS offering. Limited hybrid. SQL Server on-prem is different than SQL Server in cloud. So you have to rewrite and retest to move to Azure Cloud. No Oracle Cloud Machine equivalent. They've announced one. And you'd actually have to buy it through HP and Dell and have them support it, which is that very old PC paradigm. A complex solutions made up of multiple vendors. From an enterprise capabilities perspective, they lack native lift and shift. They can't support large implementations. They have a max of 1 terabyte for Azure SQL database, which doesn't scale. And limited capabilities on Azure PaaS, so it's hard to extend and enrich their applications, and you wouldn't use it for hours. And finally, from a performance perspective, Oracle offers 10x faster performance with our new Exadata Express versus Azure SQL, 72 times faster IOPS for Oracle, and we're less expensive. So it feels like obvious choices, and we're winning out there in the market. Pfizer's a great example where they were looking at all the solutions. They wanted to get out of the data center business and leverage cloud. They understood that not all workloads are built the same. So using Oracle database, they were able to have regular database for dev test, but then they were also able to have Exadata for their larger workloads. And they're already seeing a great reduction in terms of test times and return on cost. Another great example is GameStop. So I don't know if you guys have that here. I have 3 boys. They are video game nerds. They love video games. Naruto, I don't know if that's a big one here. That's like their big video game. They love all the Japanese anime games. And this is a company that's one of the biggest providers of video games in the United States. And it used to be retail brick and mortar, and now they're moving to support 43 million gamers online. And they chose Oracle Cloud Platform to do it: compute, database, and storage. And why are we winning? It is because of this broad approach we have. Best-in-class SaaS apps, broadest set of PaaS integrated capabilities, seamless integration across platform, software, and infrastructure as a service, portability of workloads between private and public cloud, choice of deployment, and again, being able to uniquely support every path. And I want to talk about that and illustrate how with this integrated set of broad solutions, Oracle can uniquely support every journey, every starting point to cloud. And cloud is about how do we take point products and solutions that operate the business and instead drive real business transformation. So let's take a couple of examples. I might start with SaaS. So I've deployed a SaaS application in the cloud. But now I need to integrate that with what I have on-prem. This is where integration and platform as a service comes in. Now maybe I want to extend, enrich, and add features like mobility and process to that application. I can do that with more of the platform tools. Or I can start doing new application development. Or I could start with platform as a service. I might just be focused on mobile app development. Then I can extend to content and process. And then I want to drive full digital engagement. I can start with infrastructure as a service. And I might just be doing dev test. But now I want to move production workloads to the cloud, and I want to do them in a way that's highly available. And now that I have all these workloads in cloud, how do I do things around big data, data management, and analytics? So you can see this progressive approach to consuming more cloud services in a very unique way, because other vendors don't offer all of this. And as we saw with the different journeys to cloud starting with systems, you could be consolidation or move from private cloud to public cloud, or consolidation and add certain services like HA or archival. Then I might run Oracle Public Cloud Machine. So again, solutions along a path along the journey. And there could be millions of these unique journeys. And you can have different journeys happening within the same customer at the same time. Different departments, IT versus sales versus HR, and we can come in and help uniquely support that. So now we have thousands of customers that are using Oracle Cloud today, and I just wanted to take a moment to share some of those stories with you. Federal Express is a great example. They were looking at streamlining their operations and moving database and Fusion middleware functionality to the cloud. They deployed an Oracle platform solution that included database, middleware management. And this was actually the incredible thing, not so much the savings, 25 million in savings, but look at this number, 200,000 person hours. Through the automation, through the move to cloud, they estimate they're able to save 200,000 person hours. I mean, imagine what you can do with that. Taking that and putting it toward customer facing, taking that and putting it into innovation, taking that and putting it into focused on our employees. I mean, you can't buy time in this way. And this really delivers on the promise of cloud. Another great example is Hitachi Consulting, that we're looking at getting a global view across all departments for collaboration and productivity. And this is a great example of an application customer that used sales, HCM, and talent management to get a better view of what was going on across their enterprise. So great SaaS example. Dr. Pepper, this slide always makes me thirsty, doesn't it? I love this one. But they were looking at how do I increase my followers? They had Facebook followers, and they wanted to drive it from 1 million, and they ultimately drove it to 16 million. And what they did was they used our cloud applications, marketing, social, and data to profile, understand their segments, and deliver more targeted campaigns. They actually found that they had power users. And I don't know what a Dr. Pepper power user is, but literally people that drank so much Dr. Pepper, it was amazing. And they actually saw a 300% ROI in their ad spend. For every dollar, they returned 3 with this targeted analytics. 7-Eleven was a similar story. You're familiar with them. You know, this is about customer loyalty programs. They actually use Oracle Cloud Platform, Java, mobile, integration, management. You would get actually custom offers on your phone. It would be location aware. It would understand what you bought in the past. It would understand if it was hot. So if it's 90 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm going to send him a coupon for a Slurpee to cool him down. I mean, that level of interaction, and it drove 1 million new users, and it drove 20 million transactions a day, all supported on Oracle Cloud. Electronic Arts. This is a video game developer. They do Star Wars Battlefront, FIFA, Madden football, NBA, all the really cool video games. And they were just looking at reducing their operational expense, avoiding the downtime with migration and provisioning. And this was a broad customer. They bought compute, Java, database, Golden Gate, integration, SOA, storage, all these pieces to shift out from traditional premise to cloud. And they were an existing customer. They found that they were able to do this without 0 code changes. And the reason they chose Oracle, and this was a win versus AWS and Azure, was because we were the only one that could come in and do real hybrid cloud. I mean, so that is a differentiator. And finally, and we're going to hear from them later today, I'm really excited about this story. GE's doing so many different, very innovative things. And they wanted to get an end-to-end insight from field to factory, leveraging digital and IoT. And in parallel, they were also simplifying their own internal systems, where they got down from 200 ERP systems to 40. So it was a solution spanning Oracle Cloud Platform, including Java, data management, as well as Oracle Cloud applications leveraging ERP. And with features like IoT, they're able to do predictive maintenance. So they have IoT sensors on every part of the airplane engine. and they're able to get the data in terms of how they're performing, and then they can do predictive maintenance and service of all those parts. So again, really transforming the way manufacturing works for an incredibly important industry that they serve. So what's next? And you're going to have an exciting 2 days to understand more about Oracle and how we can support your journey to cloud. We say, is there many different paths to cloud? We can uniquely help support them. It's about offering a complete, open, and secure platform that provides choice and access to innovation from the top, biggest enterprise customers down to small and medium-sized businesses. Understanding that you have to support all workloads, Oracle and non-Oracle, and all workload types. That you have to coexist. You have to be able to tie cloud back to what you have on-prem. And then customers can trust us. We've been through this journey before. We understand cloud and we understand on-prem, and we believe that we're in a unique position to help bridge both worlds and drive the journey to cloud. Last note, let us work with you on this journey. We have Oracle Digital is a great way to engage and help. Start thinking thoughtfully and working together about how we can move forward to cloud together. So with that, I'd like to thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the week. Thank you.